look at your build. So you've gone Aux mod, Hydro, secondaries, damage control, concealment, and Aux again. Now the Pommern's got torpedoes, so honestly, I think I would go for main armaments just to keep your torpedoes alive. But Aux is fine if you're going to be brawling. I get it. I mean, the other thing is, I'd probably go main battery modification 3 just because your main battery does more damage than your secondaries will. But okay. Is this a special captain?
Of course.
Luyens?
Of course.
Okay. So Luyens is nice because you get the bonus preventative maintenance that helps keep your torpedoes alive. Is this a hybrid anti-air build? So, interesting story about that. With this being clan battles, I don't think you can still take carriers in right now, because I'm pretty sure that carriers and subs are out completely.
But you can bring the Kearsarge and the Delaware.
Yes. So, you can bring hybrids, and as a result, your AA defense could have some use. But I would agree this is probably better suited for maybe Brisk. I might go Brisk here because if you're not detected, you're faster. Yeah, otherwise fine, whatever. It's brawls, who cares? Demo expert at one point. So here's what I might do, Kitten. I might drop those two. I might grab Brisk. Yeah, Demo's fine. There's nothing wrong with Demo. Maybe emergency repair. I don't know. Whatever. Signals. I'm surprised you are going without protection. You could detonate here. Victor Lima. Fire chance. Secondaries. Fire reduction. Flood reduction. Hydro. Heal boost, speed, consumables. Okay. There's nothing wrong with this build, really. Okay. Oops. Let's get into the game then. Now, in this game, you're up against 4 battleships and 2 destroyers. You've got, on your team, 3 battleships, 2 cruisers, and 1 destroyer. You've got a Baltimore and a Congress. Okay, so you've got a couple of radars, so that's good. Kagero is a threat torpedo-wise. Bronigan isn't really that big of a deal. He'll just sit and smoke and farm you. That's about it. Vangaurd is... Keck? Why the hell would you bring a Vangaurd? Massachusetts, Carolina, Alsace. Look, I'll say this. They're just playing whatever ships they want to play, or maybe they're grinding and they're going to have fun. But, yeah, I don't know. What was the general mood, Kitten, when you guys saw their matchmaking or their team comp and lineup? What were you guys thinking?
Kind of a lot of the same things. Why?
Yeah.
We weren't necessarily that worried. As you can see, you know, by the way we're moving, there was a game plan.
Yep.
So I'm one of those. Well, you know, I like being told, okay, go here, and from there I can usually figure it out. Just tell me where to start.
Yep.
If I remember right, in this battle, once we get into the thick of it, I go into panic mode, yet I somehow pull things off that I don't think I normally would, and I found that panic mode works for me.
I mean, I've seen this before.
Better.
Yeah, I've seen this before in you. So, you've got a Congress directly next to you, that's UPS, and then behind him is that Turbits? Yeah, Jersey, okay. So, I'm going to pause it here, because at this point, nobody's been detected yet, right? So, it looks to me like you're sending the bulk of your forces to A-B side. You got your Champagne and Baltimore over at C to help out. with one destroyer, this makes it very difficult for your team, right? There's only one source of vision. That's your Yugumo. You can make the argument for the Baltimore radar, but that's not a permanent kind of vision. So, what I'm getting at here is, you guys are essentially committing to win this flank, to win this side, and your Baltimore Champagne are there kind of to help with cross shots and opportunities to go into sea, for example. Let's continue.
And so, real quick to touch on that, this was towards the end of the night, and we were kind of basically setting a game plan against what we've been seeing most of the night.
Okay. Which is what?
A lot of splitting and just one going to sea and everybody else going the other way.
Okay. Kagero has been detected at sea. That's great for you. You don't have to worry about torpedoes at all from this Kagero. There's no need for hydro. And as I say that, you pop your hydro. What? Why did you pop your hydro?
I think someone asked me to.
Okay. I mean, nobody has torpedoes on your flank. Kagero is the only ship with torpedoes, so I don't know that you needed to hydro just yet. I would have rather you kept it in, you know, in reserve. I get that you were asked to use hydro. Whoever asked you to use hydro, I apologize, but they're wrong. There is no need to use it yet. Alright, so, in any case, you are now stuck behind the island. I like that your Congress is radaring. In theory, he's got shots on the ground again. In theory. Note the Alsace being forced to turn in. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The enemy is completely split 50-50. Pisces is low. I don't know why.
I don't remember what happened to Vices at the beginning of this battle to get him where he was.
Well, so Groningen, of course...
Torps. No, it couldn't have been Torps. I don't know.
No. Groningen has hydro. And it's possible that Vices got detected and was unable to disengage because he didn't have smoke. Or if he did have smoke, he was within hydro range. Either way, that's a big oof.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Alsace... Yes, go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's nothing important.
The Alsace is a threat, but you kind of want him to pull forward at this point. He's not. So, I like this turn straight to the island. You want to get as close to the North Carolina and Alsace as possible before you get discovered and shot at. The enemy Groningen, I think, was too bloodlusted on Vices. Now, pausing here, I don't like that you continue this turn. You don't need to continue this turn. You just go straight at the island, because then you've got your left torpedoes on the North Carolina, your right torpedoes on the Alsace. Alternately, if the Alsace doesn't move forward, you can turn left at the North Carolina after firing your torpedoes, and have your right torpedoes for the Alsace if he continues reversing. Turning north here exposes your broadside to the North Carolina for very little gain. Now, with your plane up, the North Carolina is going to know that you're there. You can see he puts a plane up to discover you. And I would keep my guns turning to the right. You're wasting a lot of time for your rear guns with a constant change in direction.
Right.
He is showing you quite a bit of his citadel there. Unfortunately, you weren't able to take advantage of it. Pommern guns being a lower caliber is oof. 6 pens in the bow isn't too bad. Here's the part where you wish you had your torpedoes available, but you already fired them. So swing around and get your right torpedoes on the target. Forget about your guns. Torpedoes it is. See, if you had switched to your torpedoes long before, he'd be dead right here. He's gonna die anyway to Jersey's torpedoes, but you see what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you would have been able to get more damage in sooner. Big O, we don't have any more time, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to go do dinner after this replay is over. Sorry.
Now, mind you, at this point, it's 2 and 2 lost, and we're kind of you know, I'm listening and everyone's kind of yelling, do this, do this. Our caller, it was actually extreme. It was Dusty was calling
Okay.
and was really good at targets. So there's a lot of, okay, focus this here, focus this there. Okay, no, wait, focus this there, focus this there. And there's a lot of back and forth going on.
Okay. So your Congress is just charging the Alsace. That's fine. I would have your guns pointed to the right here. Go to A, but have your guns to the right so that you can shoot the Massachusetts and Vanguard as they approach. With the idea that your Congress is just going to YOLO the Alsace and possibly even ram him. Jersey's quite low in the turpits, so he needs to heal more than anything else right now. Nightfly, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy the analysis. Now, you're instead choosing to focus on the Alsace, which is fine. It's just, the group to the north is completely dead. So now it's 3 on 4. So you gotta get this kill on the Alsace here. As soon as you get this detected, the Alsace is probably going to start moving forward. Also, note that you're out-turning your guns here. And now the problem with this is you're broadside to the Alsace, and to turn into the ACAP, you're going to turn broadside to the Vanguard and the Massachusetts.
All I can say is somehow God was with me in this battle, because I don't know how I survived this next endeavor.
Okay. Well, you're going to beat yourself here. Now, the Massachusetts probably doesn't have a shot on you because of the island he's behind. And the Vanguard is behind the other island too. So you're still able to only worry about those two for right now. Whoever's in the Congress, honestly, he should have just rammed. But he didn't. It's UPS. Yeah, this is an island collision. But it does keep you at least getting your secondaries on the Vanguard. Heal time. Heal time. And you're doing too much moving around. Focus the Alsace. The Alsace is low. Get him off the board. Save your teammate. Don't worry about this Vanguard in Massachusetts just yet. Save your teammate. See, if you had shot the Alsace before, he might have lived.
Now, I remember asking them, do you have him or do you need help? They said, we got it. I was told to focus over on these two, which is what I was doing, but still trying to help with them back there because I didn't feel...
You haven't healed yet?
No. Again, panic mode.
And I get that you're being told something. I would say any opportunity you have to save a teammate is far more important than anything you're being told. Even if that means disregarding completely what they're telling you, do it. Now, pause. 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 Alright. Torpedoes just went past you. You see a smoke near you. You need to hydro. You just did it, which might be saving you right here. You hydroed. You need to have your secondaries on the CAG. There you go. Your main guns, in my opinion, need to be on the Kagero, not on the Vanguard. DCP, you've got 2 fires. Little late on the DCP, and you're showing broadside to the Massachusetts. No, not manual secondary. She's got a lower tier captain. Island just pulls this Massachusetts and stops him. Aimed a little high there, but whatever. You're dead right there. Let's get a screenshot of the craziness that is this point. So I would say, Kitten, in a situation like that, don't be worried about trying to do too much, because that's what it looked like you were doing. Focus instead on isolating one target, one opponent, and get them down. Bullet Trace Effect is in Aslane's mod pack. Alright. So now it's left to Jersey Rick by himself. Good luck, Jersey. We're all counting on you. Jersey gets the kill on the Massa. Will probably die momentarily to the Vanguard, though. There it is. All right, let's look at the replay. So, again, what do we learn? Always protect your teammates. Always look for opportunities to help your teammates survive. Even if they say they got it, don't trust it. Unless you know them long enough to know that they really do have their target. I think you would agree in this situation, that player did not really have the target. If he had rammed, it would have been better, but he didn't. Jared, that's a good question. Is HE the better choice on the Pommern? At close range, no. At far range, yes. So I don't think there's a problem with you choosing to use AP here. So right here, again, heading towards the island straight is a better choice than turning north like you did. And also, don't use your torpedoes at max range. Wait until you absolutely need to use those torpedoes. Kitten, if you would have waited, if you would have held your fire on these torpedoes and got that kill in North Carolina, chances are Jersey would have had a lot more hit points. Because he showed a lot of side in order to get those torpedoes off. Look how healthy he is right now in the turpits. Right here. If you had torpedoed right here. Also, you were too busy trying to get your guns ready. You could have used your other side of your torpedoes. Look how much Jersey got chunked by that North Carolina just to use his torpedoes. That was a bad play on both of your guys' parts. Now your Congress should have just rammed the Alsace, but he didn't. He tried to go to the side of him. But if you watch, he's going to give too much side and just get completely manhandled because of that. There's another case of you firing your torpedoes at max range. Do they actually hit? No, they don't. See how much damage he took in the Congress going sideways to the Alsace? That's oof. He's better off just going for the ram and getting the guaranteed kill. Instead, he dies for nothing. Kagero is spotted. This is your last chance to win the game. Shoot the Kagero, kill the Kagero. Bow towards the Massachusetts. The Massachusetts, with his 16-inch guns, is a far bigger threat than the Vanguard with his 15-inch guns. You go down, and that's game. Anything else to bring up or ask, Kitten?
No, I will say though that we did learn, and from actually the very next battle, I got about 10,000 more damage points than this game, and we won.
Okay, cool.
So
absolutely, there's nothing wrong. I mean, I love looking at losses. This is a good learning opportunity for you, and I hope that you can share this replay with the WTFS members when it goes on YouTube. It'll be a while, so you might be better off just sharing the VOD. But in any case, get that out there and let them learn from these mistakes. And the important thing is you're playing the game. So there you go.
All right, I'm going to jump over to our clan battles. Also, you're always welcome to come pop in and either, chat and, talk about what you're seeing, or, if you want to murk, you're always welcome to.
I'd love to. The only problem is, typically in the evenings, I'm spending time with the wife. And so
I know.
As a result, I just don't have time. I mean, I would have loved to have played clan battles this first week because it's no restrictions. And I think I would have had a lot of fun doing it. But, I got to spend time with the wife. So it is what it is. So,
Dusty. Okay, I'll see you later.
No problem. Thanks for sending that one in. Good luck with clan battles tonight.